Emaciated and weighing only 70 pounds. That is how the Mercer County District Attorney describes the condition of a 14-year-old boy who was found dead inside his home. The boy's father and another man are now facing charges in his death, and Amy Wadas has more on what happened.
The father of the teen says he didn't do anything to intentionally hurt his son, but a neighbor who didn't want to go on camera says he called police about a month ago because he felt like something was going on at the teen's home.
He lied to me constantly, and I did not believe him when he said he was hurting. He injured himself constantly.
So you're not responsible for his death in any way?
Turns out that I might be. I wasn't trying to do anything like this.
33-year-old Antonio Gonzalez also told KDKA he did not starve his son. But the Mercer County District Attorney said the 14-year-old boy did not look healthy, only weighing 70 pounds.
He looked like a concentration camp victim. You could count every one of his ribs. They were protruding. And his legs were like pencils.
When investigators responded to this trailer on District Road in Delaware Township, Mercer County, Thursday morning, they found the teen lying on his back on a tarp in the hallway. They believe the boy died the night before. Some other things didn't seem to add up.
The refrigerator was on the outside porch. It had a motorcycle chain and padlock around it.
But Gonzalez says
That was for wild animals to stay out because the fridge was outside.
when investigators questioned Gonzalez, they say his stories didn't add up either. Initially saying the boy would hurt himself when he got mad. But then there were allegations that Gonzalez would make the teen hold his hands above his head for hours as punishment and deprive him of food.
There was a comment that the boy had was taken outside and hosed down.
Why 28-year-old Paul Bakhorn is being charged. Police say Bakhorn would participate in punishing the teen. Bakhorn says he lived in a separate trailer on the property and told police he took care of the teen and his 4-year-old sister when Gonzalez wasn't home. The 4-year-old girl was taken to Children's Hospital to get checked out as a safety precaution, but she appeared to be okay. Now, police say the teen was enrolled in cyber school and Gonzalez would log him into class so he wouldn't get in trouble for missing school. Police say the family moved to Mercer County about a month ago. Now, Gonzalez, he faces multiple charges, including criminal homicide. Meantime, Bakhorn faces charges including endangering the welfare of children and criminal conspiracy. Reporting in Mercer County, Amy Wadas, KDKA News.